Is marijuana the secret to better sex or just a way to keep us more disconnected? Let's find out. Hello and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Matt from Cleveland Sex Therapy. I'm a licensed clinical therapist and ASECT certified sex therapist. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you for being here. And if you feel inclined, please subscribe to my page. My goal is to have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm getting closer and closer every single day. Today, we are talking about marijuana and sex. And this is one of those topics that comes up way more in therapy than people may expect. Because people are using cannabis and they are bringing those experiences into their relationships, into their sex lives, and into their expectations around pleasure. So let's talk about it. Before I jump into what research has to say, I should tell you this. I have smoked, I have vaped, and I have ingested my fair share of gummies from time to time. This video is meant for educational purposes. I am not for or against cannabis. To me, I believe whatever takes place between two or more consenting adults is their business. With that being said, first, what does the research actually tell us? Several studies have found that people who use cannabis report higher levels of sexual satisfaction, increased desire, and greater overall enjoyment during sex. Some research also suggests that cannabis can heighten sensory perceptions, slow down the experience of time, and increase body awareness. And that part is really important in my opinion, because when time feels like it slows down and your body feels more present, sex can feel more immersive. Touch can feel more intense. You can feel more connected to what is happening instead of being stuck in your own head. There's also research suggesting that some women or vulva owners report easier or more intense orgasms when using cannabis before sex. Although that is not true for everyone and the results are mixed. So overall, the research leans towards cannabis enhancing sexual experiences for some people. But, and this is a big but, it is not universal, and we need to remember that. So why does it help some people? What I tend to see clinically is that cannabis can reduce anxiety and quiet some of the mental noise that gets in the way of sex. If you are someone who is constantly in your head during sex, thinking about how you look, what you are doing, whether you are doing it right, we have all been there. Cannabis can sometimes help you drop into your body a little bit more. It can make it easier to be present. And when people are more present, sex tends to feel better. There is also the sensory component that I talked about with the research. People often report increased sensitivity to touch, which can enhance overall arousal. So for some people, it is not that cannabis is creating something new. It is that it is removing barriers that were already there. Now, let's talk about the other side of this, because cannabis is not a magic fix. For some people, it can actually make sex a lot worse. Too much cannabis can lead to decreased focus, decreased staying present, delayed orgasm, and even difficulty getting or maintaining an erection. It can also create a sense of disconnection instead of connection, especially if someone feels too high or out of control in their own body. And this is where dosage really matters. A small amount might help someone relax and feel more present, while a large amount can push them further away from the experience entirely. So more is not always better, and that is important to remember. I wouldn't be a sex therapist if I didn't talk about consent. This is a really important place for us to really dive into that concept. Any substance that alters your awareness can impact your ability to give and receive clear, enthusiastic consent. That does not mean people cannot have consensual sex while using cannabis, but it does mean that we need to be thoughtful. Clear communication, knowing your limits, and making sure everyone is on the same page becomes even more important, because the goal is still safe, connected, and mutually enjoyable sex for everyone involved. So if you are going to incorporate cannabis into your sex life, I want you to think about intention. Not just using it and hoping for the best, but actually asking yourself, what am I hoping this adds to the experience? Start with a lower dose. Pay attention to how your body responds. Talk with your partner about expectations and check in with yourself during the experience. Is this helping me feel more connected, or is it pulling me away? Because cannabis should enhance the experience, not replace connection. At the end of the day, marijuana and sex can be a really interesting combination. For some people, it enhances presence, increases pleasure, and makes sex feel more immersive. For others, it can really create disconnection, distraction, or difficulty staying engaged. So it is not about whether cannabis is good or bad for sex. It is about whether it works for you. And the only way to know this is through awareness, intention, and honest reflection with yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and comment below if cannabis has worked for you in any way when it comes to intimacy. Until next time.